Hiya folks, today we're on a wee DIY job on, I'll turn the camera around, wife's Volkswagen Beetle. The wife's complaining about the car, a thumping noise underneath. She said it may be the exhaust, but I don't think so because the car is sitting slightly low on the right hand side. But we'll get her into the shed, we'll get her jacked up, and then we'll have a wee quick look. Thought I would set the camera up there before I jack the car up, but you can nearly see immediately what is wrong there. So we'll get the jack pumped up. Now it's not hard to see that the back spring is completely shot. It's in two pieces. The car's jacked up and it shouldn't really fall out like that. And there you have it. See where it's broke. Just in there, and it's broke quite a while because you can see it's been rusty and quite dangerous to drive, especially when it's broke in the middle. Wouldn't be just as bad if it's broke there, but we're going to see if I have a second-hand spring here. I think I should have. If not, we're going to go to the auto parts and buy a new one. Right, these are 16mm bolts in the bottom of the shocks. We may get away with just taking one off, but we'll try it here first. We might have to take the two off just to let the axle down low enough to pop our spring back in. 16mm. Just try a ratchet socket on here. Seen these a lot worse sometimes. I've seen having to cut them, but fortunate enough this one's going to come off quite easily. I don't know if I can get the camera at the right angle. This is the passenger side spring, and the very tip that seems to be a little bit broken off, so it's going to be two springs in this car. Right, we have the jack onto the tip of the axle. We're taking out our last shock bolt here, and then we're going to work a pair of vice grips. Sometimes you need a little bit of persuasion with a hammer. Out it goes. Now we're going over the jack. Give us enough room to get this second spring out. And down we go. Let's bring the jack up a little bit. There's our spring out. I don't know if you can see it here. I haven't got enough light. There's now a little piece broke off the bottom of the spring. So it's going to be two springs, and need to change these tops over as well. Okay, we'll have our two new springs here. It doesn't matter which way up they go, they're identical top and bottom, but this mount here has to be on the top, and the bare end of the spring will be down next to your axle, and that's the way we'll go. So we'll get these two tops on and we'll set our two springs in and we'll see what way we're going next. Before putting your shock bolts in, just check that your spring is in the correct places before you put the bolt in. You only want to put the bolt in once. Right, we'll slowly jack the car up, hold the shock in place. It should just go in without any problems. We'll just get the jack to the correct level. Slip the bolt through. Try not to hammer it, damage the threads when you're putting it back in. Lower the jack, and then we're ready for our spanners ratchet, and we're going to tighten it up. Probably would have needed a shorter socket, but this one's got me in here okay. We'll just run them, sweeten them up nice and tight. Said before, that should leave the job complete apart from putting the rear wheels on. Now that's both shocks tightened, springs in place. Apart from the wheels, the job is complete. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see any more videos in the future, please subscribe, and in the meantime, take care. Bye bye. Adios.